Welcome to this video lecture session, Marketing Management 5.5 Consumer Behavior for BBA program, Consumer Behavior, the subject for 5th semester BBA for Bangalore North University. This is session number 23. So, environmental determinants of consumer behavior. So, this is third unit. Under this, we will able to understand the concept called it as family influences. So in previous session, that is in session number 22, we have discussed about relating to mini project work and what are the various assignments that should be undertaken by the students with regard to collection of data and even various parameters and what are the guidelines to be followed for preparing project work. So I have discussed in detail in the previous session. So the learning objective of this session, that is number 23 session, is the students will be able to understand the influences of family on consumer behavior, buying pattern. And the outcome of this session is the students will be able to understand the influences of family on consumer behavior. Let us discuss about the background of these family influences. As I discussed, the environmental determinants of consumer behavior which is influenced by his family, references groups such as friends, peers, and colleagues, etc. Since society is a part and parcel of the society, various social groups which is affected by the consumer behavior buying pattern and the various cultural environments such as culture, subculture, and cross-culture. All these factors which affects the buying behavior of while purchasing the goods or services. Let us understand what is the meaning of family. A family can be defined as two or more persons living together who are related by blood or marriage. Through marriages, there is establishment of blood relationship so that a two or more person they will live together and who share the common house. Usually they will live in a common house and even they share the common income and similar status and even they follow the values. So it is important for a marketer to know the family structure. So what is the total family size, family structure that should be understood by better by marketer in order to have a focused on a particular way. So family composition, how many family members are composition or number of families, number of members that is in the family and their buying pattern, purchasing behavior, and what are their roles, who will have a major role in the buying pattern or purchasing behavior of a consumer, and what are the motives of the family members, even life cycle stages, etc. These are the things should be that is understood by the marketer in order to have a focused on the particular type of consumers. In order to understand family influences on consumer behavior and position a product efficiently in the market, in order to have a efficiency in the market, the understanding the consumer behavior is very, very important. And even family can also be referred to as the family of procreation, which consists of buyers or partners, which spouse, and even that constitutes children. In this context, the family has a more direct influence on everyday purchase decisions. So all the members tend to influences the different buying decisions of a family. So usually we come across two types of family, that is nuclear family and joint family. Let us know the meaning of nuclear family. A nuclear family is a small family comprising of married couples and their children. So married couples, that is men and women, and even their children also constitute a nuclear family. And another family we come across is joint family. What is joint family? Joint family is nothing but It refers to a large family comprising of married couples, their parents, their children, and their relatives. So, joint family is nothing but the name itself says that joint family where it composed of married couples and their parents and their children, and the relatives among them is they live in a one roof, one common roof, and they may share the common income also that constitute joint family. So how this family influences on consumer behavior? A family is a social group. Obviously, a family is a social group, and all members of a family influences and get influenced by each other. So there may be there may be a influenced by from single person, or all persons may be influenced by other members of the family. So family bonds are more stronger than bonds in any other group, and all members of the family form a single decision unit in case of purchase of product services for common consumption. If they using for common consumption, so the single decision will be the major decision. Example, in a joint family, if they take the television TV for entire home, so the single decision will be the key important for that particular type of family. So each member influences and gets influenced by family members depending upon his role. So depending upon his role, he is going to influence to other persons. Even other persons may influence to him, and even sometimes life cycle stage and relationship dynamics in the family is also part of the very important for the consumer behavior for purchasing the goods or services. Hence, family influences on the consumer behavior can be understood by studying the buying rules, family dynamics, and life cycle stage of a family member. Therefore, in order to understand better of consumer behavior, we should understand the concept under three heads, that is buying rules, family dynamics, and life cycle stage of a family members. So let us discuss about the concept called as family dynamics. Family influences on consumer behavior exist due to the relationship dynamics between family members. So there is a dynamics relationship between family members among the family. So the buying behavior of a family and its members basically depends upon the dynamics of husband and wife decision making. In a day-to-day activities, usually husband and wife are the key players in the family for the decision making process of purchasing the goods or services. And there may be the following types of decision on the basis of husband and wife influences. These are some of the examples that may be influences on of purchasing behavior of a family by the husband and wife. First of all, wife dominant decision. So here these are the situations where the wife is going to make the dominant decisions for purchasing the products or services. In case of purchasing of groceries, food, and home decoration, usually member of the family will have a dominant role or key role in the decision making process. And husband dominant decisions. So example for purchasing the phone, cars, or insurance and major decisions where the husband is going to make a key role for purchasing the products or services and decision making process. Sometimes both husband and wife make joint decision makers. Example, vacations. If they come across any vacations for selecting a suitable places for enjoying their holidays, they may combinedly take the decision. And even for admitting the children to the school, both the wife and husband will take a common decision for admitting the children to a school. And sometimes autonomic or unilateral decision will be taken by either wife or husband, that is purchasing of milk or newspaper, they maybe take unilateral decisions. So these are constitute family dynamics and benefits of family. So these family have a various benefits among the other members also for purchasing the products or services. First one is financial and economic support. Usually the family members among them, they have the financial and economic support where if they husband is earning member, obviously he is going to help in case of financial or economic supports to their children or other relatives or other persons or their parents and their wives for purchasing the decisions to take the decision. So obviously, having a family, the other members of the family is also going to get financial and economic support for purchasing the goods or services at the right time for the right place. And socialization. So, from a consumer behavior point of view, family facilitates the process of socialization. As a part of the socialization process, right from one's childhood, each individual is taught for basic values and code of conduct, so expected from the society. So obviously, by having a family, their children and the relatives and all other members of the family is going to follow some basic values and code of conduct that is followed by the family members. So all these are important, so that one becomes a responsible citizen by having a proper values and ethical values. So they may become a one responsible citizen. So socialization can take them from a direct interaction received from our parents and indirectly what we learn by observing the behavior of other uh, members from the family. And household life cycle. So through household life cycle also, the family members is going to get various influences among them, such as family setup structure. So through family life cycle or household life cycle, we are going to know the what are the various structure among the family has, and this will help to take the marketer to take the decision about the purchasing of products or services. The financial status and requirements of the family is also very important, and products or services need and preferences, whatever the preferences that they may take is also counts lot. Consumption pattern and buying behavior of the family is also known from the this life cycle of the family. So these are the various benefits having a family. So obviously, family influences on buying pattern or consumer behavior at the time of purchasing the products or services. So out of these concepts, I have prepared some MCQs so that how these family influences on buying behavior of a consumer. First one, a person's dash consists of all the groups that have direct, that is face-to-face or indirect influences on his or attitude or behavior is reference group. So reference groups consist of all the groups that have direct face-to-face or indirect influence the attitude or behavior. The family in a buyer's life consisting of a parents and siblings is the call it as dash. This is family orientation. So family orientation is the buyer's life consisting of parents and siblings. Even though buying roles in the family change constantly, the traditionally been the main purchasing agent for the family. And the answer is wife. So the major role in the family that is performed by wife for wife. Next one. The primary reference group includes college students, office colleagues, family and close friends, and sports groups. The answer is family and close friends are the primary reference groups. A small family comprising of a married couple and their children, as I discussed in the previous slides itself, a small family comprising of married couple and their children are called it as nuclear family. So in the nuclear family, among the married couples and their children, along with their, if they have their parents and their relatives, so on, that is called as joint family. But in this question, I have asked only a small family comprising of married couple and their children are called it as nuclear family, and not the joint family and not the extended family. None of these. The answer is nuclear family. And these are the references I have taken to collect the data regarding influences of consumer families on consumer behavior. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you.